Very green.
Welcome back to Two Blokes and a Wanker. I'm your host, Nigel. And you know what we do on this show. We discuss everything on, off, and around the pitch. It's 35 degrees Celsius outside tonight. Bit warm, but that's okay. We'll be talking about what's hot, what's not, everything going on. So let's start it off. It's regulation time. Let's do a roundup of your team of choice. You tell me about your team.
Let the number one guy over there go.
Connor, go ahead.
I can't do the accent as well as Nigel's.
What accent?
I'm not going to try. Yeah, Connor, I claim the Gunners of Arsenal. It's been a good season.
Are they good?
Looking forward, they're great. Arguably the best team in Europe.
Oh.
So
Who's making that argument?
we'll get into that.
Well, tell me about your team.
Oh, we're going full
Yeah,
regulation.
something about your team. Defend them.
North London, the better of the two North London teams. Not they're the longest, but they're definitely the strongest.
So in 4 sentences, we've gone from one of the best teams in Europe to one of the best teams out of 2 on a single block.
Well, we got to start. We got to start at the bottom and make our way up. So we started the other way around.
They're about 1.2 miles apart.
1.2 miles apart. Very strong
What
rivalry.
is a mile?
Oh, kilometers. Sorry.
It's like 30. It's like 30. We're not getting into that. I think we're going to realize who the wanker is on this podcast really fast. No, currently in first place in the Premier League. I have a big cup final tomorrow in the Carabao Cup, playing the nemesis of Manchester City, the hated Manchester City, the cheaters of Manchester City.
Worst fighting words.
We are the best team in Europe. They are the most corrupt team in Europe, I would say.
Probably the world.
In the world, yeah, that's a better way to put it. Thank you, my colleague Josh.
We're not to that part of the show yet. We'll get there.
But no, I've claimed Arsenal since 2014. I've gone through some good years. I've gone through some really bad years, and on the upswing currently. So looking to finish out a few trophies this year, at least a couple, if possible. But we'll see. Arsenal's known for, as we would say across the pond, bottling it when it matters most. So hoping that does not happen tomorrow. Hoping it doesn't happen in the league or in the Champions League or in the FA Cup, which we are all the competitions that we're still in currently.
So locally, when you're in the Derby, who is your competition?
Well, in the Derby, our biggest Derby is against the Tottenham Spuds. They might have a different name for themselves. But,
So Tottenham Hotspur, we call you the Gooners.
Let's talk a bit of this.
That's what we call ourselves as well.
Carry on.
I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan. This has been a horrific season. Last year was a horrific EPL season.
Yeah.
We did win the Europa Cup, which is like winning the NIT.
Not very well.
Didn't win the whole thing. I mean, we won the NIT essentially last year. This year, everything's gone wrong. We have 13 first-team players injured.
Oh.
We've had 7 of them have missed pretty much the entire season. It's been one injury after another. We fired our manager in January, I want to say. January, February. He was terrible. It was a bad hire. The manager that took us to the Europa League win, which is a big deal. I mean, it's one of the 2 major tournaments in Europe. They fired him after the victory. Stupidly, as I might add.
Brutal.
The guy that brought in sucked and
Big Arsenal
took us nowhere. Yeah, he was an Arsenal fan. So, I mean, how good of a coach could he be?
This is just brutal. Is it always this bad as a fan for them having to come up with these excuses?
Nope. We've had lots of good seasons.
Because it's bad hearing about it. It's painful.
I started watching the 15-16 season. We've had some close calls, some second and third places. Haven't won the whole thing. Arsenal has not won it all either. Until this year.
2004.
Until this
If I've been a fan, we have not won it. That's correct.
You attribute it to you.
Won a couple FA Cups. Few FA Cups.
We have not won any cups other than the Europa League. So not good.
The future.
So I just another one of my phantoms, much like the Oklahoma Sooners, who can't get the job done.
Yes. Perhaps you are the problem.
I'm a Chicago Blackhawks fan. We won 3 Stanley Cups in 6 seasons.
Were you on the ice?
That's pretty good.
Nice.
I was in the stands.
You're in the stands. That's fantastic. Okay. Very good. Well, turning to the Italian man.
Hey, it's me. I want you to keep that up.
Luigi lie.
I believe they call that appropriation.
It's
in Italian.
that's a good point. I'm
You
Josh.
okay it?
Angie, you can't say that. You're the everything.
Yes, exactly.
That's how she can say it.
Been only been into EPL for 2 seasons now, and we picked Liverpool really at the end of the Jurgen Klopp
Front runners.
run.
No, they chose
So
them
was it
when they were-
random, or did you just choose the
They
best
waited till the
team?
team was in the top
No,
3
no,
and picked them.
no.
We did, we looked
We did some
around, we looked at
research.
fan bases and things like
Colors
that,
of
and
uniform,
logos. and-
logos.
where they were located,
Kits.
where would you want to
The
visit?
Gryffindor logo. You got to
Yeah.
Yes,
And
It's a great logo.
it is.
yeah, no, we chose Liverpool.
not a cock on a ball.
Last year, the last season, they won the Premier League handily. It was a great season. Under a new coach in his first year, Arne Slot. This year, we're struggling. Had some injuries.
It's been rough.
Yeah, it's been rough.
It's been rough.
You guys are still in 2 cup competitions as well, though.
Yeah, we're still in the FA Cup.
Champions League.
Yeah, Champions League.
There seems to be a trend. You people pick a team and they start sucking.
Yeah, we.
Wow.
No, we picked like 2 seasons before, and then they won.
They won. They got
Yeah,
they got to give us a title.
we kind of
Yeah,
give them
we
the
won the title.
push
We won.
to the top of a hill,
And then it said,
and then
Now they're
the
paying
inevitable.
dues.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have to pay dues.
well,
before.
of that long litany of superficial reasons you chose your team, which was the most that stood out to make Liverpool get the edge?
Mine was the goalie.
Was he sexy?
He's got
He's
great
a
hair.
good-
Was he make you
Great hair.
Randy?
He's a good-looking dude. Allison Becker.
Yeah, but I like goalies, and he's an amazing
Mhm.
goalie, and he has amazing hair.
Do you think you could get one past him? Mhm. Or would he get one past you? Goalies aren't known for that. They keep it out of the net. Oh, maybe that's what you're looking for. Safe time. Well, we have a big year in front of us. Across the pond, the Americans, they are hosting the World Cup. How is England going to fare?
I mean, are all the
Pretty
people
well.
going to get to come over here with the immigration status? ICE going to be shutting them down at the airport?
As soon
Yeah.
as they're in, they're out. I don't know. You get
We'll have-
deported as soon as you win.
They're gonna have to cobble together a team of who doesn't get deported as they land.
What kind of podcast is this? I think they're going to do well. I think England will do well. I don't want them to do well. I avidly root against England in the World Cup,
I will be rooting for England.
despite the fact they have 3 Arsenal players currently on the squad.
So you two still are on the opposite sides
Yeah,
of
why wouldn't you
everything.
root for England?
I don't know. Just,
Well, fun to watch.
So if you had a magic button to push, who would you make crown the champion of this year's World Cup?
United
Well,
States.
United States.
Okay. I'm just
no
checking.
chance.
Just checking in on you. So who's number 2?
I would root for England would be my number 2, and followed by the Netherlands.
I was going to say
I'd say
I was going to say
Yeah.
Netherlands
Yeah.
number 2.
Netherlands.
So
Interesting.
you guys have a lot of
We have
Danish
a lot
players.
of Danish
Yeah.
players.
Van Dyke.
Danish coach.
Dirtiest coach,
Your favorite.
dirtiest player in the Premier League.
Oh, that's
Virgil van
a
Dijk.
bold statement.
Backing up by video facts.
So you're saying the gaffer is dirty?
No,
No,
he's a
that's the
defensive
coach.
man.
Oh, I thought you said the coach was.
No,
Well, the coach
Virgil
is
van-
also
Yeah.
Danish.
he's Danish.
Danish, but
But he's not
referring to-
dirty.
No,
He
Oh.
just is bald.
So
No.
the skipper.
It's very bald. Skipper.
Skipper's
the
same guy.
skipper.
Mm,
yes.
my, quite an accusation. Well, anything else about the World Cup? What are you looking forward to? Will you be attending any games?
I put in for the lottery
Uh-huh.
for 3 different cities.
Mm-hmm.
I was denied all
Oh.
3 cities.
Did they know you?
I'm hoping for maybe a media hookup. If it doesn't happen, then I guess I'll resort to
Stealing?
It's the moment.
stud out.
I'm gonna try to make it to a match, at least. We'll see if it pans out. But looking at the Netherlands Japan match in Dallas currently would be the one that I was kind of eyeing.
That's one of the ones I put in for.
So
Yeah. Who else is in the Big D?
I don't know.
I think Argentina's playing a match there,
Yeah, so
which that's an impossible to
England is in
see.
Northeast,
uh,
like in Boston.
Kansas City.
they're in Kansas City.
But they play
They're
a pool
Kansas
game.
City.
They play a pool game in Boston though. because a buddy of mine who I work with is going to the England game.
I bet the English don't want to be in Boston.
Mm-mm.
After past.
Yeah,
Didn't end well
history.
before months then.
Not a good history. Mm.
Better watch their tea.
Yep.
You excited then?
Yep.
I think it'd be great. World
Yeah.
Cup summers are
Yeah.
always fun.
How much are you going to pay for a ticket in your American dollars?
I don't want to pay more than $300 for a.
I'm hoping under 2 apiece.
Think you
Yeah.
can do that?
I
Yeah.
hope so.
I do. I mean, they're currently sitting around like 500 something current, and that's a couple months out, and ride the dip like we always do.
Mm.
So
Yes.
Ride that dip.
Ride the dip. Yes, yes. Enjoy the dip. Well, let's get right to it. Relegation and promotion. Let's criticize and praise.
It's a touchy subject.
It is a touchy subject. I understand there's something about, if you will. Tell me.
It's something we like to see in college football because there's too many Division I teams. But I think they've pretty well nailed it overseas with the promotion and relegation. In Premier League, the bottom 3 go down, and the top 3 from the league below come up. They have the top 2 are secure from the champion, is what they call it, the championship. The top 2 are secure to come up, and then they have a playoff between 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the winner of that playoff gets to come up with the other 2 solidified ones.
and it's awesome.
It's a great
The playoff, the 14 playoff for the 3rd spot is
magical.
entertainment for sure. There's some crazy stuff that happens in those games.
Yeah, and that it is a huge boost to the teams that come up from the 2nd division to the top revenue wise, because the TV deals are what 4 times as much money to go from the 2nd tier to the top. So
But
you
they're
can
sharing gates with bigger teams,
Yep.
with bigger fan bases.
bigger stadiums.
Yep.
They can build their squad more based on the money that they're going to be making coming up to the next step.
So,
Very pro promotion and relegation
Same,
as a concept,
as a concept.
even
tell
though
me the impact.
it might get relegated.
Come on, tell me. Is it going to happen?
Usually when a team gets relegated, they lose their 5 or 6 best players because those guys have it in their contracts a lot of times that
They won't play.
they won't play in a lower league. They'll either have to be sold to a competing system like League One or what's the
Serie A.
or Liga.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll get moved to one of those because a lot of times you don't want to give your rivals your best players, sell them to them. And then obviously the revenues cut by 70% or whatever the number is from
Right.
So you can't rely on those funds that you were going to use to pay
right.
players.
And then you can't charge your fans as much money to come watch you
Which
play.
Tottenham have locked in their season tickets already, though, for
Yeah.
next season,
Yeah.
which is very interesting.
The main thing Tottenham does terribly is their fan service.
Yeah.
They built the best stadium in the entire planet for any
Looks like a
sport.
toilet bowl.
I mean, they're all shaped the same. They're built
It's really
they built
along
the best,
the clip.
the best stadium on the planet
The
according to
Lou.
all kinds of rankings. The guy that designed it is doing the Buffalo Bills Stadium, which is going to be super nice, supposedly. But I think it's 64,000 seats or something like that. So it's one of the biggest in Premier League. But you're not going to be able to charge the prices that you get in Championship that you get for Premier League. And the wages for the players go down as well, usually.
So, do you fear that that's just a downward spiral that you cannot escape from, a vortex, if you will?
Some teams have gone from Premier League down to Championship and then lost again and then gone down to League One. I don't know if they've lost again to go down to League Two, but when I started watching,
I mean, Wrexham's an extreme example a long time ago. Wrexham was in the Premier League and went all the way down to
High school.
English
yeah,
sponsored football.
right.
But
But
I mean,
but they didn't do it in 5 consecutive seasons.
no. But at the same time, like in terms of
But
like
sometimes,
a team like Tottenham will go to if they get relegated, which I don't think they will. If they get relegated, they'll be a type of team that will be right back up the next season, just because of their resources. And yes,
If they're relegated, what do they have to do?
finish first or second or third in the playoff.
So
They have to finish in
but
the top 3
Isn't
of the
that just
championship.
kind of a now or never? Like it slips away if you don't.
If you honestly, if you don't get promoted, the longer you don't get promoted across seasons,
The more
yes,
difficult.
The harder it is.
the harder it is to get
Yeah.
promoted.
But since
sure.
I've been watching, a lot of teams have gone up and down multiple times.
Southampton, teams like that.
Sunderland,
Leicester, I think was Leicester
Forest.
just went down.
Forest has done that. Some.
Forest, yep. Middlesbrough's gonna
Who's the team
do
that
it.
was the yellow?
Hull City. Hull's orange.
Norwich.
Yeah, Norwich.
Norwich has come up and down a couple times. So it's not uncommon for a team to get relegated and then the next season come back up, and then maybe last year and then get relegated again. But we finished horribly last year, but safe. This year we've got, what is there, 8 games left?
Mhm. Seven.
7.
So it's possible that
You got
We've got 8.
you could death spiral down through the leagues, but like Wrexham, as an extreme example, is doing the spiral,
The life spiral.
the life spiral
They
upwards.
started in 5th tier and they're at the
They've
second
promoted
now.
every single year
And
since
they're
they
just
got.
barely out of the playoff zone to come up to Premier League for next year.
No, they're tied on points. They're just out in terms of goal differential currently. So
They come up 3 times in a row, and I think that's never been done, right?
Yes, that's the first thing.
First time it ever been done in English football.
what are your feelings on Wrexham? Are you guys supporters? Do you like them?
I love it.
them.
I
You like
started
it?
watching day one, so
I started watching, and yeah, it was
involved day one.
yeah. It's
like
cool.
it.
It's a cool story.
It's gotten to a very fatty, it's a cool thing to support Wrexham, which is just like
But if it
goes
gets more,
against the grain.
if it gets more people into football, then cool.
And they're
It's fun to watch. I mean, every time I watch them, I find myself wanting them
Yeah.
to win. So I definitely want them to beat Chelsea the other day. They choked
Yeah.
that one off.
Oh, yeah, that is.
So, aside from hating on each other's teams, who else do you not like?
Man
Man
City.
City,
Tell me why.
cheaters.
Now, come
Is-
on.
no, legitimate-
It
legitimate
sounds like a
cheaters.
man who's jealous.
No, they.
Oh, I'm jealous of all their success for sure.
Mean, nasty fans.
But that aren't really like fans, it seems
Yeah.
like.
Locally, there's no Man City. There's like 3 Man City fans locally.
Shout out Todd Listenby.
They
Shout
will,
out to
they will stand up in the stands and turn their back on their own team, like
Ew.
if they're playing bad.
Hey,
They'll do it when they're ahead as well.
Yeah,
Like
they'll
if
do
they're
it
winning,
just-
they'll stand up and turn
let's
it
have a
back.
stiff upper lip for that. So, are they the ones owned by the Russian?
No, that was
Oligarch?
Chelsea.
No,
That's Chelsea.
that was
Chelsea.
Was Chelsea.
They
Yeah.
they've since sold to an American.
Right, yes.
Todd
Todd
Bowlby.
Bowlby.
Yeah. God, wait 2 minutes. It's kind of
Is there another team that you
Well, the
like?
Saudis own Man City.
They own.
Yeah.
own
Newcastle.
New York, and they own New York United. Like they're a big organization. Any other teams that I like? I don't think I like any other teams. I respect other teams.
Ah,
Sure, it's very much like college football. I don't like liking other teams. It just doesn't.
Where we have blue bloods in college football, that's usually called the Big Six Premier League, and that's Tottenham, Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, and Liverpool.
Tottenham kind of just does.
Yeah, it's big man.
Yeah, no, yes.
We were the first in North London.
6.5. Mhm.
Arsenal was across the road in Woolwich, and they decided they wanted to be cool and come to the north side.
They're pretty cool. Other teams I respect though, like I like watching play. I like watching I like Brighton. No fresh wound. Understand. I like Fulham. Some of those smaller teams that are always mid-table. But there's no other team that I like. I want all of them to lose.
Ah.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
I want them to all lose.
Well, that reminds me of something I was watching on the BBC recently, and it was a very interesting program, as they usually have on
David
there.
Attenborough.
He was not actually, but we don't have time for that because, as you know, that sound means it's time for the wankiest penalty kick. So, if you have something to discuss, I am going to pour myself a cup of tea here because it's time for tea and discuss the wankiest penalty kick. So, this is your chance to really tell me what you think about each other and each other's teams and whatnot. Give us draw some blood.
If I hear the name Richarlison or Declan Rice,
Ew.
I'm so tired of hearing those names.
Why are they saying?
Why you're tired of Richarlison because he sucks and you have to
Yeah.
hear about it. You're tired of
Yeah.
Declan Rice because he's awesome.
And try to hear about it.
I didn't hear about it.
It's fair.
Mm.
Same way. I mean,
Jealousy.
I my best friend, so Christian, who's been on our adjacent podcast
Yes.
a couple times,
Mhm.
also a Liverpool fan.
Yeah,
I get really
American
tired.
football.
I get really tired of him because he's a Liverpool fan and his analysis and way he, tries to make Arsenal look bad. Um, I have said I think if I wasn't an Arsenal fan, Liverpool would definitely be my team. I love their
Mm.
players. And Christian would never say this about. I mean, you guys apparently feel the same way about Declan Rice. Christian would never
It's
say.
nice. Everyone else is okay.
Christian would say he would not. Christian hates all of our players, but I love multiple Liverpool players and how they play the game. Like if they were in an Arsenal shirt, I would be so happy. Tottenham can screw off. They all
right off.
screw off.
I mean, one of the
Yeah.
greatest players in Premier League history, Harry Kane, was at Tottenham for.
And he hated Tottenham so much that he left.
He quit
Yeah.
football.
We traded him.
And now
we
he's
sold him.
now he's arguably the best striker in the world.
He was before, and he's continued to be.
He was really good before, but he was hindered by his environment.
Who's your favorite Arsenal player?
My favorite Arsenal player right now, I would have told you at the beginning of the season, I would have said Martin Odegaard. Love that guy, but he's kind of we're phasing out.
Liability.
A little bit of a liability. Doesn't play the same after he got hurt last year. Right now, I'd say Martin Zubimendi. It's our defensive midfielder,
Okay.
and he is incredible.
Yeah.
Who's your all-time favorite Arsenal player?
Oh, that's so hard.
And you can't go before you're watching. Like
No. No, it would be during my time watching. Man, I really liked Olivier Giroud a lot. Like
Chelsea.
super. He's a Chelsea man. So after all the stuff that's come out the last couple weeks, I'm like, kind of reconsidering that. There's a couple though. I loved Alexis Sanchez, polarizing character, but I loved watching him play.
Man
Like,
United.
he was a blast to watch. And then if I have to name one more, I need to name my favorite one, but I'll name one more. When he was good, Hector Bellerin was a blast to watch at right wing. Fast, electric, and then he just started sucking. So all of our best players are on the squad now. All of my favorite players, like I was trying to think out of the existing squad. Like Martin Odegaard would be my favorite all time. Like he's my favorite player ever.
Wow.
Like
How about Liverpool?
clinical, love it.
Your experience doesn't go very far back.
Doesn't go very back. At least right now, I'm a huge Dominic Soboslai fan.
Yeah, he's.
The dude's
I hate that you guys.
really
He's
just
just kicks.
come into it.
He's just awesome.
Just
He's
the way
just a
he can
great
just like
player.
curve a ball around like two people, like
He's so great,
crazy.
I'd-
and he's
I'd-
playing the wrong position right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
That's
Yeah.
what's crazy.
Yep.
It's like you guys don't even play him at the position he's supposed to be playing.
I loved watching Mo Salah the first half of last year,
He's a bum.
yeah. This year he's like,
and
can't even pass the ball.
dropped off towards the end of the last season, and I'm sure he'll be gone after this season.
Florian Wirtz is my favorite one.
It's taken him a while, but
But I think
he's getting bigger.
I think he was too far developed. Like I think he's had to like take a couple steps back
Regress.
to get
Yeah.
people caught up. Like
Yep.
he's a blast to watch.
Hugo
Ekitike
Ekitike is a freak. Great.
It's freaking. Who's your favorite all-time movies?
All-time favorites is Hyun-Min Son. We just sold him to the LAFC because he accomplished. We wanted a trophy, which everybody was complaining about. Harry Kane, of course, all time, and then Dele Alli. Love that guy.
Dele Alli. Where's he at now? He was
He's nowhere now.
because he tried to come back
He
last
was
year,
actually
right?
training at Tottenham a couple weeks ago just to
Yeah.
get in shape. And then a lesser known Lucas Moura.
Represent.
He that's his jersey. We share the same name, but he scored
Really?
a hat trick against Ajax
Name's not more.
in the Champions League semifinal, and it was incredible. And one of the first times I can remember watching, he came in off the bench and scored under a minute. And sometimes when the super sub, when that happens, it just really, really brings you on to a guy.
Yeah.
He only played with us, I think, 3 seasons, and now he's back in Brazil. But
Speaking of wanky things,
like your accent, Nigel.
yes, I was witnessing a little bit of a discussion earlier about a handball call. Tell me more of this.
Champions League final 20, what was it? 18 or 19, 2019. Tottenham versus Liverpool. Less than 5 minutes into the match, Sane kicks a ball that's a cross and it hits Sissoko right here. Watch the video. It hits him in the shoulder, like
roll the tape.
Just
See if we
inside-
have that.
This is before VAR.
before VAR was in the Champions League.
VAR is the video review tool that we have.
And he hit
now
him-
in soccer.
Right here,
Mm-hmm.
which is not a hand.
Your hand is right there.
My hand's down here.
Your other hand
Yeah,
is
your
right
other hand's
there.
right
Oh,
there.
the ball hits him right here on
When
a
he
cross
grabbed it with his hand.
in the penalty box, and they gave him a penalty kick. Mo Salah walked up and made it,
Oh,
and that changed the entire game because you're playing from behind 5 minutes in.
yeah.
And it was a pretty even match. They subbed on, I can't think of his name. Started with O. Origi. They subbed on Origi, and he scored a goal. I don't want to say 80th, 85th minute, somewhere in there to make it 2-0. But the game was played a completely different way than it should have been after the first 5 minutes. Because you're chasing at that point and not able to just play your match.
Clearly.
We got
bad.
completely screwed. I watched it at Skinny Slim's outside. It was sprinkling off and on throughout the match. There was probably 300 people there, which if you've ever been to Skinny Slim's, it holds about 35 people inside. Maybe 40. I don't know what the fire capacity is, but it was a crazy day that ended horribly.
That's pretty wanky.
It was Liverpool
That you're
Chiefs.
still bitching about it after all this time. Pretty
Well, it's a
interesting.
big match. It's like it's the Super Bowl essentially.
No, it's important, Doug. I understand. I see where you're coming from. Well, let's get to stoppage time. So give me some predictions for upcoming games and seasons and leagues outside of this. Are you predicting relegation?
Honestly, are you?
Have you met Lucas?
Are you honestly predicting it though?
I mean, our injury list is so bad. We just found out our goalie is going to have hernia surgery Tuesday.
We'll give him that.
He's going to play tomorrow with a hernia, which he has been playing with it. But we're playing against Nottingham Forest tomorrow in a huge match. It's not quite a loser goes home or gets relegated, but it's close because we're right there on the bubble next to each other. So if it's a draw, then it's going to keep going even worse. If one team wins, the other loses, it puts them in the relegation zone. I hope we win. It's crazy that we've got another injury to deal with.
You guys won't be in the relegation zone unless you lose in West Ham.
One of our best players, Kulusevski, got hurt in May of last year, and they called it a knot, and he has not been back. He hasn't even practiced. Then we had our best midfielder, Tara's Achilles. It's literally been one guy after another going down for months and months at a time.
You know why? Schmitty is their trainer in the offseason.
Not too far off. The medical staff at Tottenham is terrible. So I will say, I think we do get relegated.
Bloody hell.
It's gonna suck.
I'm going to predict no. I'm predicting a 15th or 16th place finish.
And I think Arsenal wins the league.
Ugh. Double bad for you.
Double bad.
Ugh.
Couldn't be worse. This is the worst time ever for this podcast.
That's
We just,
kind of where you
we just
live.
got knocked out of Champions League on Wednesday, and then we're possibly getting relegated.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what to do with yourself if it wasn't dire times.
And I'm rooting for West Ham, sorry.
Give me some more predictions, other things that are going to happen. Tell us in the audience more.
Yeah, Arsenal's going to win the league.
Which I hope. I don't want Man City.
I don't know that Liverpool's going to make Champions League. I don't think we're going to finish in the top 5.
I think you guys will.
I think we will.
I think you'll push top.
Yep.
It depends on injuries.
Yeah, I don't think Tottenham gets relegated. I think Liverpool will finish in Champions League zone. And I think Arsenal will win the league. I don't think it's going to be a comfortable winning of the league. I think tomorrow is the start of that uncomfortable.
Sort of a very depressing,
Yeah.
pessimistic.
He's in the best shape.
Yeah, and I do have to play.
He has a chance to win a trophy tomorrow, and he's got a chance to lift the best trophy in 2 months.
All right, prediction. Will it happen?
Win tomorrow.
Give it a go. Yes, that and the next one.
I'm actually going to predict that we don't win tomorrow
Oh,
against Man City. I hate that prediction, but I'm going to
yeah.
just don't have a good feeling about it. I do think I do think we'll win the league. Like I said, Champions League. I do not think we will win
You're better than Man City. Why are you not thinking?
Is Holland playing?
because
They got knocked out.
Thank
They got knocked out of Champions League as well.
yeah, so to prepare for this game.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Same
No,
night,
I
same
think
night.
I think like I said earlier, I think when we play Man City. So for context, for listeners who are new to football, Nigel, for context, our coach is an ex-Arsenal player.
Oh,
Finished his career at Arsenal,
oh,
and then went to Man City as the assistant coach, right-hand man of their current coach,
mm.
and then left to be the coach of Arsenal. Coaches very similarly, both very tactical in what they do, but we always seem to play much tighter, much more, I guess, nervously against them, especially to start games, than we do against other teams. And that's been a big criticism of our manager, Mikel Arteta, is in big games he kind of tightens up and doesn't just let his team go play. We've done it against Liverpool twice this year.
But Man City's also dominated Premier League for the most part for the last 7 or 8 years. Other than Tottenham, for some reason, we're their kryptonite.
Yeah.
We opened our new stadium in 2019, and Man City didn't score a goal in league play until this year.
And you guys
We beat them in a Champions League quarterfinal.
You guys took what, 5 points off them this year? You guys won one and drew one?
Yep.
So
Something about our club bothers.
I don't know. I mean, the thing I love, I've never been in a position where Arsenal's been in all 4 competitions at this late in the season. So it's a great spot to be, but it also has us playing
4 different competitions.
two football matches a week, right? Which is exhausting.
All coming down to the wire.
Yeah. So the good thing is I mean, we've never had the depth that we have, so hopefully that plays a little bit of role in the long run that we have ahead. But
No major.
biggest trophy, the most important trophy is the Premier League. The least important trophy is the trophy that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I want to win tomorrow. Like, I want a trophy.
Now, no team's ever won all 4 trophies.
No one's won the quadruple.
Triples, yes, but not quadruples.
Man City won a treble, as we call it, 2 seasons ago.
United's done it. I think did Liverpool do it a couple of years ago?
It did. It was a while ago.
I don't
No.
think so.
There's another team that I'd like to discuss just a little bit, and that is a team out of Scotland.
Scotland.
Tell us more about this team, Lucas.
Let's do a
Reveal.
jersey change.
Tell us about
From the
your
owner
team. Your team.
My team.
The team that you
That
are.
I'm a part owner in the Caledonian Braves.
Nice.
Fifth
How big
tier.
of an owner are you?
Small owner.
Hmm.
One of I
They're
think
larger than you think,
8,700. We're a 5th tier Scottish team, which essentially means you've got a bunch of 16 to 20-year-olds out there running around. Nothing fancy about the grounds, the pitch. I mean, it's essentially like an academy team, but
Do you
That's-
play in a toilet bowl like your other team?
no. I wish we had the nicest stadium in the world because that would be a net positive because then we could host NFL games and
Mm.
Beyonce and boxing
Mm.
matches like Tottenham does.
Taylor Swift.
I don't think she's played there. Pearl Jam was set to play there a couple
I
of years
just like
ago, and I almost went, but then it ended up getting canceled because one of the band members was sick.
Yeah.
But
He knew his
anyway, I had the opportunity to join. Thought it'd be cool. Wrexham started in the 5th tier of English and have worked their way up to the 2nd tier and almost the top. So we don't have Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney money. So
So you have
That's
to
not
you have
gonna
to go
happen.
5 tiers of Scottish and then come in at the bottom of the English.
no, they're different leagues. Nice try. Scotland's got some good soccer over there, good football. So I don't know. Thought it'd be fun. Give me a chance to go there and visit my team one of these days. They do owners weekends a couple times a year. So that'd be neat to do.
Give us your best Scottish accent.
Hmm.
Breathe
I don't have one.
Channel Connery.
Yeah.
Bond.
Don't have it.
James Bond. You just have to think about what you're saying. You can get there.
Talk to your chief.
Well,
Scrooge McDuck say.
I'll take S words for 1,000. Well, what else do we need to cover? And what else was on your mind? Anything else here in the?
It's exciting for anybody who doesn't watch football.
Yeah, the high scoring, sometimes as many as 4.
It is a very one thing I try to say, and I've tried to convince my wife multiple times of why I watch. It is called the beautiful game for a reason, and it is so artistic. Like you go and you watch MLS, and then go watch a Premier League match, and it's like watching
Different sports.
It's night and day.
Yeah.
Between the way they pass, the way they shoot, the way they move, the way they can receive a pass, just the touch. It is the tacticalness and the tacticality. I don't know what either of those are words, but the strategy that goes into it and watching good pure football is very satisfying.
I
I encourage you to
just
watch.
pass. I could just watch them pass
Yeah.
the ball.
Well,
If
most
it's
of it
good
is
passing
watching
and
them
not
pass the
score.
ball.
And
Yeah.
it's enjoyable. If
You
it-
must like 99% of it, actually.
You pass backwards.
yeah, you can pass backwards.
Well,
on
yes, if you
Cheerio.
don't like what you're seeing, you come back, you start over.
All over, yeah.
Just get back here. Let's shuffle
It's
around now.
like a pass. Like we're watching March Madness right now, and
It's
watching
like watching Temple from years ago
watching point
with
guard,
John Chaney, and he'd have him pass the ball 97 times.
watching point guards find a lane or find a passing lane from the top of the key down under the basket. Watching a pass make it from midfield through multiple iterations of the defense, perfectly weighted.
How many points are those worth?
At the end of it, hopefully one.
We had a match of the day, 5-2.
Oh my!
Yeah, I mean we were on the wrong side of it.
Yeah.
But it was
There were
5-2.
some crazy score lines in this round of the Champions League.
Yeah, there
It
was.
was wild.
Well, it's just fascinating. Nothing else to share? Nothing else for the audience? Anything?
I mean, I could go on and on.
Yeah, well,
You know.
you're free to do so.
Go
I'm sure.
Gunners.
If
All
you
right.
made it this far.
Go Gunners, yes. I'm sure they've made it this far. They're English. They have nothing better going on. Well, we'll be back again soon to discuss football. But until then,
after the post game after the EFL Cup tomorrow.
yeah, post game, great idea, yes. Post pitch, we'll be out here
Should talk about
Post
the
match.
talking about it. Oh,
perfectly-
match, yes, but yes, post whatever.
perfectly weighted passes and the 3 shots that were attempted. 2 goals that were scored.
Beautiful. Well, until then, here comes the kick. It's a worldly.
Go! Golazo, golazo, golazo!